Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
Paranormal Bunker. You'll come on down and join Nikki, Robert, Kayla, and Cole. Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sit with us as we traverse the portals of the universe. Let loose the secrets of the cryptids. Make haste with the truth of conspiracy. And explore the hauntings of our world. And once again, welcome to the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Hi, guys.
Hi there.
How's everybody doing tonight? We just...
Better than Nikki. No.
I just like catching her off guard. You know, like, it's a fun time.
That's why I always ask you, how much time do we have left?
And
you didn't.
I didn't lie. I told her the exact time.
Oh my God, Nikki, you're just
You just told
long-winded.
me a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
Well, you should know that by me.
You know what?
Me by now.
We honestly need the
Holy crap!
we need the music that the Oscars have to like tell someone they're going over too long.
Oh my God, there would be music in the background for our entire show.
Friend.
Oh God!
All right, ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen. So welcome to the S4 Paranormal Bunker. Tonight we have a special guest. Dave Bartley is here with us. He is a cousin of ours. I'm going to call you that. Fuck you.
Oh, no.
Friend, he is an adopted cousin of ours. Friend,
There you
that
go.
joins us every year for the family reunion, comes to a bunch of stuff with us. This weekend he'll be joining us for the Darrington Bluegrass Festival. And
Nice.
as you can tell, I have no voice. Dave
that was
has no
going on.
voice.
I'm our speaker.
Kayla hardly even tried at Dirty Old Witch this year, so she has a voice still.
That's actually true.
Yeah,
In
friend.
comparison to other years.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. Oh, I remember those.
Okay, it's a guys that don't know. It's a game they play.
Yeah.
So, and apparently there's a lot
I
of
guess,
yelling.
Like, that's probably not the thing to say, especially on this show.
Hey.
Yeah, we played Dirty Old Witch, and it was great.
Friend. Yeah, the women in the family are not happy that we play this, but
I'm sure.
no.
And I'm sure any. Okay, never mind.
It is an
gotta not be.
old, like limerick, I guess. Not even a limerick. I don't. I'd like.
It's along those lines.
that's
But
the good
it's
way
what
to
I
put
think
it.
it is.
Yeah, and the saying goes, "Dirty old witch fell in a ditch, found a penny, and thought she was rich." And
There we go.
what we do is we try and scream it as loud as we can in the middle of a campground in the Cascade Mountains. And we all take turns and decide who has done the best job. This year we had a 4-way tie between a bunch of our kids. And one of which was only 10 years old.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that little girl can scream. So, but it was a good year. It was a good reunion, and I was happy to see everyone. But I am very happy to be home now, friend. I felt
Yeah.
so
That's
dirty.
usually how that's usually how camping trips are.
Yeah. So, but
Oh, man. When I got to Jess's house, I took off my socks. I was just like, oh no, my feet are so brown right now.
yeah,
I had to like stay in the shower for like an extra 30 minutes trying to get off the dirt.
yeah. I took the last shower of our house, and our shower was just black.
Oh
And,
God.
like it was so gross, but it's all black dirt up there. So, and
And it was very
Huh.
gusty this
Gee,
year.
that's like when I was in Pahrump, Nevada, dealing with one of my grandfather's or two of my grandfather's properties for a month or 3 months, whatever. Yeah, dust when it gets on you, it covers you. It wasn't black; it was brown, but it
Nevada,
adheres
but
to the
yeah,
skin.
Nevada would be more red, eh?
Yeah, it depends on where you go.
I mean,
Okay.
if you're closer to the Sierra Nevadas, it'd be the mountain range. Like that'd
Yeah.
be more reddish.
Yeah, that would be a lot more reddish.
Okay.
But
And you get
down
red
there,
lung
it's
from that.
it's kind of a brownie or a tanny brown, and when you're walking between the two properties because they were next to each other, it adheres to your skin to where it feels like it gets into your pores. I mean, it is
Ooh.
really hard to get off. So yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. That's not so fun.
Yeah. Oh, well, the only one that didn't have fun this weekend really was John.
That's true.
He blew
Was
up.
that?
He blew up his car. He blew the engine out of his car.
Shouldn't have tried to go to Leavenworth.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So we have
Family curse.
we have told you guys on this show before that me and Kayla are cursed. We have a curse where we cannot go into the town of Leavenworth. The last time we tried, we blew 3 tires.
They were
And not at
Like,
once.
not like
We
new,
blew
but
2
like
tires
new.
at once, and then the third one. As soon as I got those 2 changed.
God.
We cannot go to that town. Apparently, this is a generational curse, because neither can John. Friend, because he went, they had a great time. As they were coming back, his engine blew on his car. So, friend.
Well, that leads me to ask a bunch of questions.
Well,
that are not going to be on air, but yeah,
it's more his
I
own
would
fault.
be asking.
Apparently,
it should have blown up on the way.
yeah,
over
it
there.
overheated on the way to reunion, and as soon as they
bingo.
started coming back down the other side of the pass, well, that went away because the engine wasn't doing anything. It didn't have to work. Friend, so John thought, oh, it's fine, and didn't check it,
John's
didn't
like,
say
don't
nothing.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Kept telling his cousin, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it.
Even he was telling me like, oh, my car's fine, dude. Don't worry about it. And I'm just like, dude, you should probably check your water and stuff like right now. Oh no, it's good, man. Don't worry about it. I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. Good luck.
Friend, so, but
You're 18, you know better.
within an hour of it happening, we had a tow company on the way. We had it being towed back to Concrete here, and all is well. He's got, I had an old car that he can drive, so he's still able to go to work, still able to do everything, and he only needs to be able to drive around for 3 months, so, because I think that's about the time he'll leave. And I think his date will be in October. So,
oh wow,
yeah.
Nice.
Friend, because as far as we know, he missed the August cutoff line. So, friend, but yeah. So,
where do they do boot?
so
Or what state?
Well, there's a few of them. There's one in Missouri, one in Georgia.
Yeah.
And there's got to be one on the West Coast here.
I think it's like Southern Cali or something like that, but I don't know.
Well, Southern Cali is it's like San Diego is Marines.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oceanside is the town There's a military base outside of Oceanside. I just don't remember which one it's called. Oh my God! You don't need to start showing it to me. Thank you very much.
Fran, Oceanside, what state?
California.
Okay.
Arizona.
The only reason I know that is because I knew some Marines that were going there, and there were, I thought, a couple of Army guys that I used to know back in the day. I could have sworn it was there. So,
You know, whoever named that town had high hopes for their little town.
what,
It's like,
Oceanside? Yeah.
well, all of California is pretty much Oceanside.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're going to be everywhere.
101. 101.
That's what
Yep.
I was saying, dude. I would name
poor
my
101,
town
jeez.
Oceanside if I lived somewhere that was completely landlocked. I think that it would be great. Just because it would confuse people and they'd be like, ooh, we're going to the Oceanside.
And it's a landlocked.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
So evil.
Okay.
Like if I was going to put
Like Arizona.
No,
like,
like-
just sort of like Oceanside, Arizona.
hell no, if I was going to put a town, like, let's say, on the side of Mount Everest, it would be Ocean View.
Mhm.
Fucking A.
That one's actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Friend, that is
So, what is.
what-
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
What?
What is our subject for tonight?
The paranormal, because I don't have fucking anything.
That's fine.
Friend, but I do
Well,
have
I've got
something. I have one item.
Go ahead.
It's Dave.
What's that?
Go, Dave.
Um, no.
I,
Friend, has anyone been following the government? Like they
Bits
follow
and
us?
pieces.
Friend, did you see, did you get a chance to check out their newest congressional hearing? June 30th?
No.
You're
That's
not
the
gonna
one
like
on
this,
MK
Nikki.
Ultra.
Yes, it is.
MK Ultra. Yeah, I know.
Friend,
I just heard about some results from other folks today. Something about how they're going to be doing another one, and there's hope. That they're going to be doing having MK Ultra survivors in some of the next hearings, if they do the next hearings.
yeah, I don't know which ones like that.
It gets pretty wicked.
that's a mind control thing you're telling me about earlier.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
So,
What's
okay.
that?
I was telling him earlier what it was. So, on June 30th, 2026, the House Oversight Task Force on Declassification of Federal Secrets held a hearing titled Mind Control and Accountability, uncovering the truths of CIA's MK Ultra project.
That's a
Lawmaker
mouthful.
and expert witnesses investigated the extent of the CIA's Cold War era mind control experiments and debated the lack of historical transparency.
Sounds about right.
Fran, now, just so everyone knows, I am
Yeah.
reading this directly
I
from
knew
a
about that.
Google synopsis. Fran, so key takeaways from the hearing. Extent of the program. Lawmakers highlighted that the MK Ultra program encompassed at least 149 sub-projects executed across more than 80 institutions involving 185 non-government researchers. Destruction of evidence.
Yep.
Witnesses testified that the CIA intentionally destroyed the vast majority of program files in the 1970s, hindering efforts to identify victims or uncover the program's full scope.
Sounds about right.
Debate
Yep.
over past testimony. Experts and journalists testified that the CIA's previous congressional testimony in 1977, which framed MK Ultra as a colossal
lie.
failure that yielded no accountable mind control techniques, may have misled Congress.
Yeah, they
Don't
lied.
say.
Yeah.
May
Unresolved
have-
questions.
May have led.
You know, none
Committee-
of that
Sorry.
sounds like the CIA I know. God.
We'll get to that in a minute. Committee members raised concerns regarding potential modern day successors to these behavioral modification programs and discussed the need for broader declassification of
Bingo.
records. And that is exactly what we have talked about every time we've talked about MK Ultra, is the fact that we believe that these programs are still happening, just under a different name, under a different guise.
Oh yeah.
Friend,
Now it's
110%.
obviously Kayla's in on it.
no, but I mean,
Friend.
like now it's even commercialized. Like it isn't even all CIA or military ops or anything anymore. Like you have privatized.
It's
companies
privatized.
that
Yeah,
are
it's privatized
doing this
anymore.
shit.
It's just some company now.
And honestly, half of it's happening
Welcome
in.
to MK Ultra, where the men in black are not after you.
Yeah. Well, but that's the
Oh,
thing.
shit.
Half of it is happening out in public now, because
Yep.
without MK Ultra and what they found out from that, we would not have subliminal messaging in ads. We would not have our phones and
5G.
devices listening to us and showing us ads for things that we have talked about.
Yeah, that's.
Yep.
Well,
Because my phone had zero
That's
freaking
sad.
service all weekend, but I did have it on me. We talked about 2 particular things, and as soon as I got back, I was seeing Facebook Reels for both of them,
Yep.
Yeah.
of which I've never watched Facebook Reels on these 2 items. Or talked
Yep.
about, I'm not really even that interested with someone else talking to me about it.
And supposedly you guys didn't have service out there.
Well, okay, so here's the
Oh,
thing.
boy.
We didn't.
Think about
John
that.
did.
John did.
John had satellite
The
service.
newer
through
phones now work off
Starlink
satellites,
or
off Starlink satellites,
Yeah,
to
Starlink.
give you apps and texting.
Mm-hmm.
And we found out we can get by with making a phone call on apps like Messenger and WhatsApp.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yep.
it's really wonky and loud of a.
And
But
it
you
did
know.
cause a debate at reunion, because really a debate, mostly an internal debate with myself that was vocalized a little bit.
You vocalizing
Oops,
your
spicy.
opinion? No way.
Oh,
Well-
fancy that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Thanks,
the
Nikki.
deal is, reunion costs everyone in our family a lot of money every year
Yeah.
to go out and have a
I
lot of fun
understand.
with her family. And a lot of people's suggestion this year was we get a Starlink satellite service and bring it to reunion. And I told them the day we get internet out at the campsite is the day I never come back.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Because all the kids would be on.
Not just the
Yep.
kids,
Well, it
the
wouldn't just be
adults,
the kids.
every
Adults
single
Like-
person.
Everybody.
And if I wanted
Yeah.
to sit on my phone, I'm going to do that at home.
Yeah.
And I have to fully admit,
Hey.
I would be too. Because, it's one of those things, like, when it's in your hand, you just go, oh, I should check in my messages. Or
Yeah.
I should check. Or look at something popped up. Let's see what that is.
Yeah, and then you zone out.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
I'm not lying. If they did do it, I probably would go once just to try and do a special edition of the S4 Paranormal Bunker from the campsite.
Oh, now that would be fun. That would be fun.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it is Wednesday, and it would be the Wednesday before. So technically, not too many people would be there yet.
That's true. We have to do it on probably the Wednesday before everybody.
It would
shows
be
up.
hell on my
it
equipment.
would be a
yeah, can
it
you
would be
imagine?
a special
God.
broadcast.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except if we did it on the 85th or whatever, you'd already be bringing the equipment, basically. There'd be a few more things you'd have to bring.
That is true.
But
Yeah.
we do
You?
that karaoke, so...
No, actually, like, the only thing that stays when we do the big ones is the mixing board. Everything else comes with us that we use for this show.
Well, we do
Wow.
karaoke and stuff for...
Yeah, on Friday nights we do karaoke
The
because I have
big
a full
years.
setup that doesn't require internet. So, and like
Wow.
I last time I brought 4 TVs out there so that everyone could see
Good
the
God.
lyrics.
Oh, that's right.
Friend.
I remember
And it
Oh,
was good.
yeah.
Well, and we also
Yeah.
do like a memory
I remember you
like,
talking about that one year.
slideshow type thing with like pictures from the first few reunions to now and like everything in between. So
Yeah, I forgot how
Yeah.
much stuff you bring for that. I remember you talking about DJing and stuff.
Yeah, this year was
Over
quite
the
easy.
years.
Like everything I brought was just for the auction and campfire songs, and it all fit into one tub.
mhm.
So
Whoa!
yeah, like I did fairly well when we
Didn't
did.
you used to say 3 tubs or 4 tubs you used to bring?
It was two,
Well,
it was
it's
2
for the
tubs,
big
and then
years.
all of the stereo equipment, like the PA system, was by itself.
Yeah.
I didn't put that in a tub. This year, I even fit most of the PA system in the tub.
Yeah, we went with the mini or PA
So,
system. We didn't bring the big.
Wow.
We totally forgot about the walkie-talkies that
Yeah.
the kids could have been set up so we're not like
Oh.
screaming across the
When
valley trying to figure out
Yeah,
where the
we
kids
used
are
to.
at.
when Eric Cooper was still coming to this with us, he had bought and donated to the reunion a set of 20 walkie-talkies. And
Wow.
so we have those every year.
Yeah, I've got walkie-talkies. I've got to find them.
They're fucking annoying up there because
Yeah, but at the same time, it is kind of
charge
nice in
them.
case of an emergency.
It is, but
So-
having to charge every single one, and they all look alike, and so I don't know if I charged that one or didn't.
You should.
Well, that's
really
where you
just
use
label
duct
'em.
tape.
Friend,
Number
that's
one,
true.
number two,
Yeah.
number
Man,
three.
I loved when Safeway got their walkies. That was hilarious when you'd accidentally, if you lived in town and you took one home, you could still hear, you'd still connect. It was great.
So we used to use these walkie-talkies going to reunion, and on I-90 when they were doing all that construction,
Oof.
we would pick up the construction crews conversations, and like me and who was it? Who was with us the first year in another vehicle?
I got a
I
story
can't
for you, but I
remember.
can't
it was
talk about it
Jess.
on
Oh
one.
yeah, it was Jessica. Okay.
Me and Jessica would start telling the construction crews what to do while we're driving down the road.
Well, I
Kayla,
think you-
off air, remind me to tell you a story of you and Cole, all four of you, a story of three.
four.
You,
2,
Cole,
3, 4.
Robert, David. Yeah, okay. A story of a number of years ago. Just remind me Lake Union. I'll remember it.
Lake Union. Gotcha. Hey,
Yeah, Lake Union. That's all I need.
I do
Because this one
remember.
cannot be public.
Yeah. Like there was one year when we were going over the pass and we had those walkie-talkies and we were picking up the construction people and you heard some guy named Larry and then I can't remember who it was, but they came over the intercom thing and they said that oh, Larry, did you get that gonorrhea figured out? And then it was like, oh, shit, I was holding the walkie. My bad. Hey, just a minute. And then let it go. It was
God, the
Alex,
poor
I
guy.
think. I think it was my little brother.
Yeah, it might have
that
been.
did that. But I was like, oh, damn. That sucks to be Larry right now.
Friend.
Yeah, all of his coworkers heard that.
Right.
Yeah. Friend. That's good for him.
Wonder if the boss heard it.
Builds
That's
character.
lovely.
Hopefully Larry wasn't dating the boss's daughter. That's when he could be in real trouble. Just
You know,
saying.
I think he'd be in a little more trouble if he was married to the boss. Just,
Oh, damn.
Oh, God.
So, anyways, okay. So with this MK Ultra thing, how many more hearings do you guys think it'll take for us to actually get some real information out of these guys?
1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Honest answer, I think it's going to be a while, but yet with what I have psychically seen and have repeatedly been shown, and now that things are up and running again psychically in every direction possible, I'm being inundated with information all over again. I mean, it's one after another. But in answer to your question, I remember right, I was asked on Saturday about this, about when we go, and I got told a specific timeline. I don't remember the timeline. It's somewhere between 5 and 7 years that, or 6 years, that a number of us will be in front of, no, it's 2036 when the ETs are in front of cameras. And just prior to that, it's either just prior to that or just after that is when a number of us who are survivors go stand in front of Congress and start talking about our MK Ultra survivor experiences and what took place during the time frame of our childhood when they were abusing us. So, and more specifically, torturing us. So that's what I've got, but I've got to look at the timeline again because I've been getting so much information that everything's meshing together, and I'm starting to lose the timeline because oh my God, so much has gone on. So, but right now that's how I remember it. Whether that's if I'm remembering it correctly or if I'm remembering it incorrectly. So I'm hopefully by Saturday through Monday I'll have that timeline figured back out again.
Well, I think
because
little
it's
bits
a
and
wild ride.
pieces will be given
Oh
away
yeah,
at each of them. Like at each
oh yeah,
hearing, there's going to be a little bit more information. There's going to be,
and they'll do skips.
yeah, just like all of the information on the UFO hearings. It was like, let's release these like 2 random weird documents that are pretty much blacked out, But then as it progressed, it was more and more until the release of videos and the release of other information. So I think with any kind of program, it's going to be like that. It's going to be a slow release.
They had on the UFO side, they still haven't released anything that wasn't previously leaked.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a bit for that one.
They don't have to because they have to respond to the things that they think people already know. But they don't have to admit to the wrongdoings that nobody knows, because then think about all of the like class action lawsuits, everything else that would come from something like MK Ultra. Think about.
But
that's what I want to talk about.
Well, but here's the issue, quick.
Mm-hmm.
With them, we're slow releasing. Too many people are fucking dying.
Mm-hmm.
Think of how many they did the UFO
that's what
once.
they want.
Yeah, think about how
they
many
want us dead.
CIA agents are gone.
They want us dead. Many of us are aging out.
Yeah.
And at this, out of the programs, out of the situations, and aging out. I'm 58. So now here's the thing that I found out a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, whatever it was, when they went year and a half to 3 years ago, they went to test my speed. And it was because of them testing my mental capacity speed that I found, is because of that situation that I found out that they were still using me in my 50s. Sorry, pet peeve. Hang on. Dial it down a few notches, Nikki. So, with that, what I have learned and what I have learned from other people, they are still using certain individuals through like 1970, my God, through the age of 70, 71, and 72. Mm-hmm. It all has to with your mental speed. And versus your conscious mental speed versus your highest level of consciousness, because they steal higher consciousness when they're doing some of these programs in order to put your higher consciousness into a clone body. So they test the mental speed. And I found this absolutely shocking. I mean, it made sense to me, but I found it absolutely shocking. And then the ETs started showing me different pieces of what they were of what the U.S. specifically, U.S. government was doing, and that was almost more horrifying. So,
do you know what I find really awkward and kind of? It's interesting, but it's one of those things.
Freaky.
Is the number of people that claim to have been through a program that was like MK Ultra based or one of the subsidiary programs or something like that, and the amount,
or sister program.
Yes, And the amount of those people that are older, we'll say, that have developed severe dementia all of a sudden, or different things that cognitively they can't, that people aren't listening to them anymore because they're not making sense because they have this or because they have that.
You
There's
want to know
What do you
why?
mean? That's all from the diet pop.
right.
Yeah, that is a direct result from direct energy weapon targeting. Because when you are direct energy weapon targeted, especially with microwave weaponry, it can start affecting your brain. Now, at the same time, excuse me?
I pointed at Dave because he's
pointed at me because of microwave.
Oh, okay. So what can no, you're fine. So what can end up taking place with somebody who is targeted with a high frequency weapon? You're getting the Havana and Savannah
syndromes. Yes, most definitely. Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying is
but
it's
that's
not...
Now wait a minute. That's the high when a person has that, when it is affecting their brain in that capacity, what is taking place is they are using, now see, this is what I've learned because of my frequency weapon targeting. What they are doing is they're doing higher forms of frequency. So with me, because I can tell and I make it very public what I can and cannot feel. Well, not what I can't feel, but what I can feel. I don't know how to explain that. Anyway, so they started testing me to find, when I'm being targeted at the time, they have learned with me that to use really low frequencies, but they're doing it more often. Now, it's affecting my body, but one of the things about my brain is that I've been deciding whether I want to make this public or not. I have been using very, very specific products. And I'm not talking drugs in any kind of... I am, and most people know this, I'm very herbal oriented, very vitamin and supplement oriented, and that kind of thing. I'm very into naturopathic, homeopathy, allopathy, all of that kind of thing. And so I find alternative methods, and I think, and I hope and pray that is something that is helping to save my brain. Now, granted, they have screwed with me so much that it has affected my language. They've literally removed, they've done this so much that they're not removing my memories. They're not removing what information I know. The problem the problem is that I can't access my words anymore. And I am here to tell you, I am livid over that, because that is the kind of thing where you're like, well, crap, I can't remember the word. Well, crap, I can't remember the word. And it's just, you go on repeat with that shit. That crap gets so freaking old. And it's like the new government asshat female C-word bitch that showed up yesterday, brand new, reeking of perfume.
Yeah, I'm so glad we weren't visiting you yesterday.
Oh, it would have been bad. I had every ability back, and I got ordered by source to stop what I was doing. And basically I got told, you're gonna unalive her. And I'm like, well, gee, isn't that too freaking bad? And I went, yes, sir, I know exactly what you're talking about. But, so I stopped. I did, I was like, I told you, don't come back here. That bitch came back 3 times.
The next time you're told that, just tell them play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
No,
Yeah.
I yelled and screamed at them because they told me I got carte blanche to do whatever I want when I have a government ass hat in my home, because that is a form of spiritual attack. It is a
Yeah.
form of, and it is considered by the other side really detrimental, especially with how they're going about doing it. And so, and I did. I literally, my son was like, kind of, are you okay, Mom? I'm like, don't talk to me right now. I've got a bitch to deal with, and so I, yeah, she's and I told her, I said, you're gonna end up feeling this tomorrow. So today she's not been in here. I've heard from different
Sources.
that she's boohoo, different sources on the other side, that she has been boohooing and everything's bad. And I'm like, I don't give two shits. Stay out of my goddamn home. You're not invited into my home, and you have no business sorry, you got me on a tangent.
Nope.
You have no business doing what you're doing to people, and to people like me. Then I found out today, if it hadn't have been for some folks I know, somebody had reminded me that CERN on June 29th shut off.
That's right.
They
Yes.
stopped.
I heard about
They
that.
stopped producing. 2 weeks ago is when my every one of my abilities came back.
So-
And I mean, they came back with
Okay,
a
so
vengeance.
Nikki-
But
And I'm
at
like,
what
holy
cost?
crap.
Yeah, but
They're supposed to be giving me a velociraptor. What the fuck?
okay, so here's the thing
So-
about that. Do you know how
Yeah.
many people I have talked to in the last couple of weeks that have said along the lines of the same thing, where they're like, I don't know why, but like
Yeah,
everything
CERN.
seems clear. Everything is
What was it last week? I did something psychic.
That's because
remember?
they're using higher forms of frequency in their work, Kayla. That's why.
mhm.
So if you're using higher forms of frequency in your work, and things are coming back, or things are more clear, or a lot less fuzzy,
well,
and
see,
that kind
okay,
of thing,
but see,
it's
it's
because
not
CERN
just
was
like
using- they're using a specific frequency.
yeah, and that's what
and
I'm
it's
saying. It's not
crossing
just people
different
with
realms.
like abilities either, though. Like I've talked to just like everyday, ordinary people that have said something in the last couple of weeks. Like I've been able
Yeah,
to do
that's
this
why.
better. I've been able to figure that out better. I've been able to order
It's
better,
because
like different things.
Humanity. It's
So-
because humanity is no longer an attack. It is because humanity is no longer under attack, and spiritual war. It's a form of spiritual warfare, but it's a frequency
It's
warfare.
a frequency war, yeah. No,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Now,
Well, and that's what people don't understand is when we put
No, they don't.
all of these electrical frequencies into the air.
Yes,
Okay?
correct.
That it may not affect you completely. You may not even notice it or anything like that. But when you have that much different electrical current, different voices, different everything, different just out there, that the human brain is electric based.
Yeah.
So when we're changing our atmosphere, we're changing everything around us, we're pumping in 5G, we're pumping in all of these different things.
Now satellites are going to be
And
beaming and bouncing
exactly,
off soon.
exactly. So even the slightest frequency change can throw a person off a little bit. But when it's coming and bombarding you from thousands of different directions all at once, I think that our brains just aren't capable of dealing
Verbalizing out.
with all of that.
Well, so I've got two things to say here. First of all, Nikki, with
So do I.
With the way you started this conversation, with
Yeah.
them testing your mental speed. I'm not gonna lie, I have always felt a little bit insulted with the fact that, like, I've never been approached by a gate program or anything like that. And
A lot of people haven't. Be fortunate you haven't.
no, but I thought, like, I consider myself a fairly intelligent fucking person. Friend. Then when you said they're testing your mental speed, I'm like, okay, I get it. The problem I'm having is my brain's still buffering on question fucking 1. Because like I said last week, I'm very intelligent, but it takes me a while to form my words. So I haven't got past what is your name, Fred. So
I'm going to tell you something regarding that. When they shut off, what I learned because of what they did with me, when they shut off the regular consciousness, you can be a speed demon in your higher consciousness. And I mean, you can be, it is incredible how fast you can be. And that is one of the ways that they're making, okay.
Nikki,
That's one of the ways where they're making super soldiers. They're taking higher consciousness. They're shutting down the conscious level and using the higher consciousness. Yes.
I have only met one of my higher consciousness, and everything slowed down for a while. Not going to lie. Friend, what?
Nothing.
I'm just saying.
But, I think that that's a big part of the... Okay, so like you were talking, and like we were saying, like going camping, okay? Like in the area that we do, where there's 0 cell reception, there's not as much... Yeah, when people do that, when they say that they're going to get away from everything, they're going to go into nature, and they're going to unplug for a while. And then you always come back a little bit clearer.
Fuck you, I feel like shit.
Then you lift. Well, it's also... Okay, so think about somebody that drinks heavily all the time, and it's in their system. It's just in their system. Now, when they get sober, when they drop all of that, for the first little while, you feel like crap completely until it becomes your new norm. Okay? It's like a withdrawal from all of the different frequencies. So your body adapts to everything that happens around you, that it takes in everything that happens around you, and it changes little bits and pieces here and there to make it so that we can live in a higher oxygen enriched environment or a lower oxygen enriched environment, like all of these different things. So when we take away something, yes, exactly. So it's a form of detoxing from all of the crap that's in the sky. And if you think about how many people have been like weirdly under the weather, but not really sick in the last couple of weeks, and they're like, oh God, I just feel a little fuzzy. I feel a little, or they've been sleeping a little more or something like this. Okay. Your brain is detoxifying all those frequencies that it's so used to that are no longer in the equation anymore.
Well, okay.
And in truth, we don't know what CERN's been popping out.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. Has anyone noticed that Elon Musk's brain implant has kind of come to a halt in the scientific world?
Yeah, not much has been talked about it for a while.
I've been wondering about that.
So what the fuck went wrong?
Well, there's certain ones that are still going on, like there's ones for vision, and there's ones for physical movement.
There's
but those aren't his
patterned ones and everything.
Those aren't his. Okay.
So his is media based.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I think
you can play you can play games in your mind. You can search up news. You have
the glasses.
Yeah, you have access to.
It basically made you a full access point to social medias and the internet.
You're the remote control now.
Yeah.
Friend, now here's the thing. They had just gotten to human trials. The first 5 people or subjects had received their implant.
We know somebody who has one in Australia.
Do they still? Because
it's a she, and she's like she's a cancer survivor. And like she even comes, like that guy I showed you on Twitch, my friend.
Yeah.
She literally comes there and she's like, guess what? I'm chatting with my mind, guys. Have fun. She just literally comes there and she's doing good.
Because what I've noticed is everyone, like everything from the actual company itself, has went dark.
Well,
that's interesting.
Friend. And all of a sudden, it's not the big new thing. We have Tesla bots coming out. We have new forms of the Tesla car coming out.
Yeah, that's true.
SpaceX is going back up.
If you think of technology-wise, this kind of crap always happens, though. Okay, so there'll be announcements of, like, if you've ever been to one of those, I I'm
E3.
E3. So yes, okay, they'll announce like 400 different things that are coming,
Yeah.
and only 2 of them actually come to fruition. Okay, so they can do all the trials and all the different things that they want to and everything else. If it is not received well, if it does not work for the everyday person, then they change their philosophies on what to
Or
do,
change
and
their
they go
views on
into a different direction.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
He already sold them.
Yes. Hey. Well,
This
yeah.
is honestly just like the
pre-booking
Trump
your
phone.
ticket to the Titanic. Just,
And yeah, like the Trump phone was sold to millions of people,
Mhm.
and now it's not coming out.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
They all just gave up $600. $600. Nachos, way to go. He says it may not be Christmas, but I am present, showered, and no longer smell like swamp ass. Hello, everybody. Friend, you know what?
Hello.
Nachos, we don't judge on this show, even if you did come in here smelling like swamp ass.
We can't
It's cool.
You
It's
can't
cool.
smell you through your head.
Yeah, like
Not yet, anyways.
Yeah, wait until we all get those chips. Then we'll be able to smell.
We're
wow.
talking about smell-o-vision coming from your computer.
Friend, yeah, I
He's showing a bottle of Lynx. It's the equivalent to Axe
yeah,
in the United States.
friend.
Oh.
Do they have an older version, Robert, called Cougar?
Maybe from the Dukes.
Oh no.
Friend, so like it.
Well, okay.
The reason I asked that was because like once we get stuff like that starts to be implanted on a major basis,
Mhm.
we will
Major
never,
scales,
we
yeah.
will no longer ever have the chance to unplug again. That is the end of.
No.
End of unplugging.
Freedom.
Yes. Now, see, that's the
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. The end of
the
freedom.
end of freedom. Yes. Well, the other problem is if you were to put chips into people, and if you're to replace this and replace that and everything else, then we're becoming
Cybernetics.
exactly. We're becoming cyborgs, is what we're doing.
I mean,
We are
we already are.
essentially implanting
It-
ourselves.
it'll not-
Me and
It'll
Robert
no longer
already
be
have
the
it there.
home of the free. It'll just be the home of the tech.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, I mean, mm,
Home of the Brave.
Hello,
by,
tech support.
Home of the Brave by Lennon. Friend.
okay, so we've all seen like all these new shows that have come out, like Upload and different things like this, where it's all cyber based and everything else. Okay, so the part that I'm always like, well, that's actually true, is how long until there's more commercials for things than there are actual things that you're listening to. Okay, so if I put a chip in my head and every 30 seconds something pops up with an ad that says, buy this person, or whatever, okay?
That's true.
You would never be able to get away from any
Right.
of that. So it would just be a constant, like, your dreams would be full of advertisements.
But that's why they would have subscriptions for your little chip.
Yeah.
Where
Like,
you
here,
won't get ads
$200 a
anymore.
month for no ads.
Oh,
But
it'll probably be way more.
But if
than
you
that
think about
in
the
that
fact
day and
that
age.
how much does it bog down a system?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
Bog down your.
how much would it be bogging down your internal systems to continuously have the stimuli that we shouldn't be having at times we shouldn't be having it?
Mhm.
Well, truth be told, me and Robert are
Yeah, they've
partway there. Robert, do you feel bogged down?
Okay,
Only
there's
when
a,
the wheelchair can't get over things.
Right?
there is a very big difference in having like a prosthetic limb versus a chip in your brain that tells you when to wake up and shit. Like, this is
Robert,
One
that's
Yeah, well, I've
small
got the manual
step for
version.
man.
The one that you plug in, I haven't got yet. So
that sounds a little limbist to me. Like,
Well,
God.
you want to hear something scary?
5 heels.
What?
I mean, like really freaking scary. I had a download. I had a psychic download
Mhm.
that showed me one of the next things that they are potentially looking at doing to humans. And it is terrifying. And it goes right along with what you were talking about.
Okay.
It goes right into very specific certain scientists who create a form of electronics, put them into a nanobot, and then it becomes, and we are talking the tiniest nanobot ever created, that humans have ever created, and become injectable. And it is unknowingly injected into, because they had to be inoculated is the word, instead of the V word that everybody knows and
Yeah.
gets reported on if you say it. So
Violated.
they all, they get violated. But what they don't know is that they are told to do this because it has to do with some kind of hachoo, just
Well,
like what happened in 2020. The
it's
difference
not the
is
alien one. That's an Indian.
no, yeah, it's nothing like that. And so they create a fake series of
Fake.
situations,
Mhm.
completely fake. They, in the download, the scientists first, not regular people. The scientific team that created it are told that some kind of virus escapes. Damn, I used the word. And within the lab, because they're testing other things in the lab. And what I was shown was that they were inoculated. The nanobots take over and they create forms of cybernetics in the humans. And it happens so fast that within seconds, and I saw the lead scientist. I saw who created it. I don't know a name. I know how tall they are, how thin they are, what they look like when they're in the middle to the end phases of what they're doing. I didn't see them before. He
I was
has
Neil deGrasse Tyson was an ass. No.
The lead scientist has a teenage daughter at the time who is not born yet, so this is quite a ways in the future. And basically, if this takes place, one of the things some being, person, people will try to prevent this from taking place. If it does not, then what ends up happening is the entire team is quarantined. They are essentially zombified. I have no. Yeah, they're ground zero, and by the nanobots, they have no more control over anything. Because those nanobots are created and designed a very specific way. It was a very, very frightening series of downloads, all in one night, and it blew me out of the water. I actually got up, and as I started to walk, I went, no, I got to sit back down, and then it hit me, and I lost it. I mean, I just sat and cried because I was like, nobody's learning. Nobody is freaking learning as to what happened in 2020.
I also
And this was many years later.
I also would like to, first of all, not congratulate, but praise you, Nikki, for the way you said that. If this happens, because like you said to us,
I mean, things
like,
can change.
It doesn't. Things can change, and when you get your psychic downloads, just like every other psychic, it's not always 100%.
Bingo.
Not always fallible.
Time is not a linear line. It's not a straight line.
Thank you.
Friend, now
Anything can happen to make that change not happen. That guy may not end up living. Who knows?
Well, or like the nanites may take a different direction. Like, we are being prepared for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, we are.
And
I do agree with that.
Mass
We're going
media.
too fast.
Yeah.
Well, no, but like through mass media, we are being prepared for the idea of these items that could be created. For example, and one that hit me hard because I really like this series, and it's the Avengers. Friend,
I love that. Yeah.
Iron Man. At the beginning, he was working with straight up machinery. Towards the end, it was full off. His entire suit was nanotech. And there is a new theory.
I haven't seen any of the last stuff.
Because supposedly, someone is going to take over the spot of Iron Man. And it's not going to be Friday. It's not going to be Jarvis in their head. Not his head, their head. It's
in Jarvis's head or the person?
It's going like in the new Iron Man.
Oh, because they integrated him.
In the new, yes. So there is a moment where his best friend, Rhodey, walks up to him as he's dying and puts his hand to the side of Tony's head. The thing is, Rhodey's suit is also nanites.
Oh, that would do it.
They believe, and the new fan theory is that Rhodey downloaded Tony's mind.
Okay, that actually would make sense through nanotechnology.
That would actually
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like
that's wild.
It's
actually.
a 2-second moment in the movie. You don't even hardly notice it. But like, if you think about the things in all of our futuristic sci-fi movies that we've ever had, we are being prepared for different futures.
It's like
we are.
It's like the book that my friend read. It's called "We Are Bob, We Are Legion." That's a crazy, because it's like it starts off in this day and age, and then he like just sold his company off, and he put like I think $100 million down in this new company venture where they like freeze your head to be future used for something else. Well, after he meets all his friends, after the whole like, oh, congratulations for selling off your thing, he like walks out in the street and literally gets hit by a car instantly, and his head literally goes, the thing skips ahead about 100 years. You have these conglomerates. You have like the church conglomerate. Africa's a huge super group. The EU's like, and it's because pretty much the world's going to war, and they're trying to like use all these heads from previous to send out and find like Alpha Centauri.
And
or
Futurama.
Yeah, and it's like they're using nanotech to, and it's like, but it's like Africa sending out their own, their own nanotech guy. So it's like on the way out, he's in like conflict with like another AI tech from like another continent on the way out, and it's like his whole story is how he's replicating himself as Bob. Like he becomes like the superior Bob. There's lesser Bobs, I guess, through the story to try and save humanity in a sense. It's a good series of books. It's Neil Gaiman, I think, is the speaker of it, and it's like book 4 or 5. They're hoping to make like either a series of movies or like a series of shows. They don't know how to wrap it around yet, but I think it'd be one of those good things. It's a good book.
Now, I will say, I will always have at least a small amount of faith in humanity itself.
Yeah.
I need to make a correction on something I said a little bit ago.
Okay.
When the female government asshat was in my home, I did not try to unalive her. I want that really clear.
Mhm.
Because
No.
that's not a thing that I would actually do.
I would hope
I
our
did,
listeners
however,
don't take that from it. What I
yeah,
heard
that's what it
was
just hit me
you.
that may be the situation, and that is not how I am. That is not the kind of person I am. And but
I think it was
to
more of a
harm,
matter of
yeah.
you not knowing your own strength right now because
Oh
you are
God, yeah.
feeling clear.
I had no clue that I was back at
Like
more
full
than
speed.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, way full
Mhm.
speed. I had no clue. And when I had, it wasn't just God himself. It was I had a very, very specific hierarchy standing to my right shoulder, and I nearly. You remember Gib slap?
Yep.
I would
Yep.
not have gotten a Gib slap. I would have. It's one of those that I felt where it would have, the hit would have been so hard it would have flipped my head going forward and part of my body rolling.
Mhm.
Because it was that kind of, and I could feel it. And when I got told, no, you cannot do what you really want to do, because what you really want to do, and I'm like, but, and I was trying to have this conversation with him, and it's like, no, I don't want, this is what I want. Well, that's not what, that's your intention, but that's not what's going to end up happening if you continue. And I went,
Yeah.
and that's when it hit me.
Mhm.
Because I mean, I heard it was like he was standing 2 feet from me. Only it was almost like and I know it wasn't my dad, but my dad has had, excuse me. I just actually got to talk to both my mom and dad yesterday, last night, and at the same time, and talk about a family meltdown. Oh my God. Me melting down, not those two. And those two couldn't stand each other in real life. So,
Were any middle names used when they talk to you?
my grandmother. Oh my God, my grandmother. Oh, 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 I got my first, middle, and part of my original, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think grandma was standing in between them because my dad was on my right and my mom was on my left, and I thought my grandmother was in front of me, and it became like a little family reunion, and yeah,
Okay,
it was a Lulu,
Well,
let me tell
so
you. But the angel, yeah, that I when I realized. So anyway, my point is that's why I wanted to make the correction,
yeah,
because I could. I didn't even think of it. It got told to me, and I went, "Oh crap! I need to make a correction to this because that's serious. If somebody actually believes
yeah,
that of me, then you
no,
do not know me.
yeah,
You
not at
do
all.
not know me, and you do not know who I really am and what I can be really like. So these are forms of protection. This is not. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
told the other side what I really want to see happen, but I said,
that's intrusive
you do
thoughts.
what
That
you're
doesn't
gonna
count.
do. Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you.
Okay.
Exactly, thank you. So anyway, I've done with that correction. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate that.
Yep, friend. So what I was saying was like I have a lot of faith in humanity.
Yeah,
Throughout the years we have all been given the ability to see different futures, whether it be psychically or through media or just through storytelling, that are possible. And yes, we have scientists that are working on some very, very dangerous and kind of psychotic things. But we also have other ones that give me my hope for humanity when they build things that we may not need. We don't know we need. I'm going to turn my camera on here for 1 second, guys. I don't normally do this, but I think you need to see this. Friend, you guys remember the totes that we were talking about? That I took all my equipment
yes.
in. So last week, Kayla brought this home to me. Friend,
It's a mini-me of the totes.
Whenever we see something like this,
Yeah.
we buy it for June. For Kayla's mom.
Why?
Because she has a mini collection, just like every other collection.
So she has mini, like the game of
God,
Twist.
that's
She has a
awesome.
mini game of Twister, Jenga,
Yeah.
Monopoly. She has mini versions of everything. She has a mini hot sauce, a mini Nutella.
Oh,
Anything
my
we can
great
find that's
uncle
really
would have
small.
loved it.
And it started out because when she turned 50, I think she was when she was 50,
Mm-hmm.
friend, we bought her a remote for her TV that was probably about that wide or that long.
Oh my God.
And the buttons were like that big on it, friend, and it only had like 5. Friend, it was the greatest thing ever. But like
It's
eventually
hysterical.
we started looking for giant stuff, and she has a 6-foot chicken in her yard.
Well, she has giant Jenga.
Yeah,
and
she has giant Jenga. She had
Monopoly and
well,
giant also
giant chess, giant Connect 4,
giant.
Oh, I'd
Well,
Giant
love to
Guess
see
Who?
the giant
Mhm.
chess.
giant
Giant Guess Who?
no, not
really?
Plinko.
No, it's a
Kerplunk.
kerplunk. Yeah.
Kerplunk, yeah.
Anytime they bring something new to Costco, we buy it. But anytime we see something like she has miniature decks of cards, a miniature Bible.
Oh my God!
like,
I didn't even
anything
think of that.
Awesome.
We need to put her miniature games in the miniature tote, just like we do the real games and do a big tote, so that she can store them and won't lose them.
That's an excellent
That's
idea.
awesome.
They would all fit in that tote, friend. But the fact that someone went into
That's
Costco,
awesome.
looked at the totes that they sell there for $8.99, and said, "You know
And
what?
turned it
You
in.
know what the world needs?
We need
A
mini
tiny
ones.
version."
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
my
that's
faith in
funny.
humanity.
Well, you
It's
can
because
also get the
There-
giant
this-
version.
These totes have no actual use.
And Virgil had that little mini bucket that could hold candy
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I
About-
don't know about no use. Some jewelry folks would probably disagree with you on that.
I would not trust this thing to hold jewelry. Friend.
Oh,
But,
yeah. Oh, okay.
The lid doesn't. It's just like the big ones. The lid doesn't stay on very well.
Honestly, I thought it would be kind of cool to make one of those. So,
Whoops.
have you seen the
Sorry to that company.
shelves that hold those big totes?
Yeah.
Like they make shelves that the totes go
Yeah.
in. If you can
Yeah, they
make
slide in and out.
like the shelving system that the
Rail.
little ones go in, and then you could put like screws and nuts and bolts in all of the little ones.
But to
That's
me, it's the
awesome.
fact that someone went,
Awesome.
the world doesn't really need this. But it does. It needs the laughter.
Mhm.
It needs for someone to
Yeah, we do
walk
need the
into
laughter.
their family's house and say, "Look what I found."
Yeah.
Friend,
Oops.
when we have scientists and inventors that say, "Hey, that needs to be out there." But yeah, they're making a profit, but at the same time, they're doing it for pure joy.
Yep.
Friend, to me, that gives me my belief in humanity. And friend, that's what makes me believe that like the future that you were shown, yes, there may be parts of it that are true. I don't think we will take it that far. I really like my belief is we will correct from that.
Well, and honestly, in the end, like all people have some form of like evil, intrusive thoughts, something like that inside of them. But at the same point, all people also have love, goodness, and everything else inside of them. So you can see it every day. Like people that are willing to let the good outrule the bad, I guess, is what I
Yep.
would say. And that happens in all communities, not just the scientific community, not just religious communities, what?
Look at you quoting little Nikki.
Unleash the good. Okay, yeah, alright. I got you.
I was like,
Chicken is
what?
a shiznit.
Then he says quoting Nikki. I'm like, what the hell? What?
I have my little Nikki going. Sorry about that.
Quick, someone hit her with a shovel.
Oh, no.
Look, I found my intrusive thought.
Good grief. Anyhow.
Sorry.
But when you see, like, firsthand somebody doing something genuinely just to help somebody out, or genuinely because they were walking down the street, this guy looked hungry and they had a sandwich, so they gave it to him. Okay, things like this we see all the time, but we focus so much on the negativity of everything that we, like, completely miss all of the small joys out of everything because we're so focused on the negative aspect of stuff. And
I don't.
I think...
What are you talking about? I'm a fucking ray of sunshine.
Absolutely. I
Don't take your fucking glasses off, Robert. That's bullshit.
Honey, I think they call that a solar flare.
Oops.
Not so sure about rays of sunshine here.
11 on the numbers. Holy cripes.
Nice.
I've never known. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I'm just saying, solar flare, ray of sunshine. Did you feel the fucking sun?
I felt the heat coming off you.
Ray of sunshine.
Okay, so I have to admit,
just remember there's a big hole in the sun that's pointing towards us at the moment, so just saying.
All right.
Oh, the sun. Yeah.
Calm down, Doc Ock.
Somebody in chat making comments?
No,
still just small bass in there. It's cool.
Okay.
Okay, so when we were talking about the brain implant and the brain chip and everything else, I had this really, like, awkward thought that came into my head. Okay, and so you know how, like, opposed to this I actually am, which is why it was weird that it came into my head, but, you know, like, the whole, theory, like the Matrix theory, where we're basically plugged in and this is like a world within a world.
Battery.
Okay, so like we're in a fake digital world and all of this crap, but our real bodies are over here. Okay, so there's this whole huge actual theory that's based off of the Matrix type thing. But what if those brain chips were letting you, like, hack into your actual body? So it was causing, like, delusional fantasies of which reality was real and which one wasn't real, because the technology would be the same as the technology that's holding you in your, like, fantasy world thing. So if you could tap into your actual self, like, it would be all kinds of... Sorry, I don't know why that, like, went into my head, but it did.
No, I think that's fascinating, though, because I loved I loved how you were describing it. I'm sorry, Robert.
Yeah, go ahead, Robert.
Then that song, that singer would be great. You touch yourself.
Ew.
So, like, could you technically use the chip or use some form of technology within the simulation to wake yourself from the simulation? And if so, if you're getting too close to the actual waking,
that's when you get wiped out.
If robots ruled the earth, wouldn't they be trying to stop that at any cost?
Well, so in the past, we have told you guys about a surgery that Kayla had while we were in Canada, where they removed an octopus-like thing from the side of her head.
Yeah, octopus.
On the medical paperwork, it was listed as biological growth. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't.
Yeah.
So I had a freaking...
I know, we've had conversations about that.
I had a thought about that a while ago, and it kind of gave me goosebumps and made me freak out a little bit, so I didn't go into it more. But my thought was, what if that was a form of an implant?
Like a precursor or something?
No,
like that.
Not from humans.
It would have been a...
Because Nikki
implants.
Nikki believes Kayla was an abductee.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think both of you are.
Nikki, shut up. I'm not any... No,
Most
shut up.
people... Well,
Okay,
all
please
right.
go
I'm
on,
too
Cole.
fat.
I'm sorry.
I'm too fat. They can't lift me.
Well,
Bullshit.
that's what I said the other day.
Bullshit, Cole.
Jesus,
If
that
they
guy
can
broke our
lift
tractor
me-
beam.
If they could frickin'
I
lift
cannot
me
give
out
it
of
any
my
more
bed.
power,
It's
Captain.
also why I carry a jar of jam beside my bed.
You're not as heavy as a cow. You're fine.
Leave me alone.
So the point is that they can take, and they can do it while you're in a vehicle. They can do it. They don't. It's not always that they're
You don't
going to
need
do
to be
it from
sleeping.
a vehicle, but they will. Yeah, it's usually when you're sleeping because it's easier, or when they come in, you're already the person is already tired. They're in the process of either getting ready for bed, or they're fighting it and they fall asleep on the couch or in the recliner or computer chair, wherever, or they will force the brain, the
To shut
human
down.
brain, to go to shut down, to go to sleep. It's a form,
Mode.
it's a
wall without
frequency
words.
form.
So,
And the ETs that can do this with their own frequency, I would be very careful with them. But at the same time, there are other ETs who cannot do that frequency, and they use a device.
here's the thing. This thought went really far
Well, I bet.
because I was thinking about the timeline. So they took that out when we lived in Canada, in Edmonton to be exact. So roughly 18 years ago. Coming up on 18 years. The only health issue she had at that point was a seizure disorder that couldn't be identified. It was not epilepsy.
Yeah.
There was no reason for her to have seizures, but she had grand mal.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, after they took that out,
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of health issues started developing. So what my mind went to was, what if this was an implant put into her as an experiment, that a side effect of it was that she had seizures from having it in her.
But everything else is taken care of.
But everything else, it was fixing or holding back certain other medical issues that popped up after you had that tape removed.
Hey, man.
Possible. Based on how I understand they do things, that's very reasonable. The other side of that is it very well could have been, the health issues could have been, if it was an ET device, it could have been side effect. Am I saying this correctly?
I think it's just
could have been a side
malfunctioning,
effect
man.
of what it was. Yeah, and that's a possibility too. I mean, there's a number, but here's the thing, Kayla. If they find something malfunctioning in one of their abductees, as far as I remember and understand, they would you'd be abducted. That would be removed. They'd put in a proper current one, and don't get me started on how they do that. That is so gross. I can't even. But it's gross
Not
to
if
me,
their
and
race
I.
no longer exists.
Yeah, well, then you've got that series of conversations too. Okay, smarty pants. I heard that tone.
Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good one.
I heard a different
but
tone.
yeah,
What
they
did you
can't.
do to them?
You heard a different tone. Well, you're sitting next to her.
I
Hello.
heard guilt.
Oh, there is no guilt here.
No.
I don't even know
This
if I
is
know
not
the
guilt.
meaning of the word fucking guilt. I'm a very unguilty person.
That's not true, and
Well,
the court
okay.
proved it.
Okay. Well, I'm not unguilty. I'm just like, don't give a shit. So...
Okay, that's a better term.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
You
goodness.
did jaywalk.
Anyway.
I did jaywalk. That is true. Went
And
to the
you got
mailbox
caught.
and back. Got a ticket.
God.
I really did. That's the only ticket I've ever had in my entire life. Is I walked across my street.
No. You were walking across the road on your way home.
Yeah.
But it was a country road.
It's a country road in the middle of goddamn nowhere. And he was
We'll
like,
remember
jaywalking!
this. Okay.
And I'm like, dude, the nearest crosswalk is like 3 miles that way or 2 miles that way. I'm like, what?
And he wanted his quota.
All right. I was like, oh god,
No
fine,
shit.
I'll just pay the fucking ticket. Like, whatever.
That was one of the weirdest. Well, not one of the weirdest stories you've told me, Caleb, but that it was up there because I was like, wait a minute, you got a ticket for jaywalking, and I was like,
I got a ticket for
No way,
jaywalking. I got
really?
a SWAT team that showed up for playing a fucking video game. Like, okay, I'm like, I'm innocent of like
You telling me
everything.
that.
Like, I'm not that person.
Didn't
but
the cops did you for
Jesus.
SWAT?
Oh, jeez.
I actually never thought about it before, but do you guys by chance remember a few years ago we did a 24-hour show on this?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
dear,
do.
fuck
I
yes,
sat. I
Right.
listened.
I remember that.
I never even thought about it, but right around that time was when people started swatting YouTube shows that did long episodes.
Okay.
And we got very lucky
Mm-hmm.
that we didn't have any little assholes listening that did that to us.
Yeah, I think so because yeah, I think I clicked out at 17 hours or something like that. And I was like, wow, okay.
So did I. At 17 hours, someone else took over in my head.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that by the last like 2 hours of that 24-hour casting, that none of us, and I swear I'm gonna go back and listen to the last 2 hours of that because I don't think a single freaking one of us made any sense
Well, we
for that
did.
entire last 2 hours. It
Just
was
not-
just like, yeah, I know, guys, right? Where's the coffee?
There was 4 of us on it, I think, and at the end we were having 4 different conversations.
Yeah, but about something
Well,
totally
that'll do
different
it.
than each other.
Yeah,
It was redonkulous.
friend, it was a good show. Friend,
Oh goodness.
like, we are, as a society, going in many different directions with everything we do. Tech
Yeah.
is getting in some ways out of hand, and in a lot
Yeah,
of
I
ways
agree
that
with that.
we didn't expect as a society.
But yep.
Honestly, when they were first inventing all of this stuff, they did not expect the younger generations to have as much access, I think.
I don't know that that's entirely true because if you actually think about like even the learning toys and stuff, went tech. It wasn't just like iPhones coming out. It wasn't just so it became learning computers, learning Bear that like does all different kinds of like computerized stuff and moves around, and like if you look at small children's toys.
You are thinking on your timeline. I am talking about society's timeline.
Okay. Yeah.
You got to remember,
Okay, I've got.
the first phone in a car was built in 1945,
Yeah, that's true.
and it was a Cadillac.
Mm-hmm. Car phone.
At that point, they did not think everybody, including 6-year-old kids, would have a phone on them.
Well, shit. Like Robert was saying a couple of weeks ago, like they said, oh, well, it's not like you're always gonna have a calculator with you. Shit, dude. Yes, I do. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that used to be the norm and used to be like quoted that, well, you need to learn this because you're not gonna have this readily available or readily accessible. Well, I can figure out the same exact information that you just told me by flipping through this, typing in a keyword, and reading a couple of Wikipedia pages. Like
Like what I like to call is the age of the shorts, because everybody's into seeing the shorts on IG.
Condensed
No one really
information.
watches full shows anymore. No one really watches full movies anymore. Reads books. Everybody just wants the cliff notes, so they watch the shorts.
Mm-hmm. Or the recaps of something.
Yeah.
Look at
And
Dave
they're like, oh,
sitting
yeah.
there
Yeah,
acting like he's still hip. For those of us
Yeah,
that aren't,
but now Woody and Buzz can't move because all the toys are watching them, and all the toys are being watched by the people watching them.
Motherfucker, I never
You
thought
know,
of that.
actually, if you think about it, like, wouldn't a baby monitor make that almost impossible for toys
Exactly.
to move?
Exactly. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ah,
Toy Story just fell apart.
yeah,
Right.
that toy
Yeah, big
sucks,
time.
man. My entire childhood is just ruined.
Okay, so one of the things that Kayla mentioned got me to realizing they didn't expect how far the kids' minds, how not far, but how fast. Yeah, I mean, those minds between the ages of 1.5 to I think it was 7,
Oh, they're so
7 or
multiple
9.
manipulative. Like,
Yeah,
Upsetting.
well, what's taken place is I've been watching and hearing people on videos, well, podcasts, and they're talking about, and these are psychologists, and I mean, these are professional folks, supposedly the experts, and they were talking about children. There's a certain generation. I don't remember the generations anymore.
yeah,
I'm like,
like your technological boom is basically
blurs.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, and what ends up taking place is that they're so much faster that at recognition of patterns, and
Adaptive technology.
yeah, they've adapted
Right.
to the technology so intensely, and from a young age, they're concerned that from at some point in our time, that from birth, because the technology is moving, growing, and going forward so quickly that it's going to alter society in quite a very specific way.
It
And
already
it was,
has.
yeah, I mean, it already has, but it'll be a
Look,
lot of
when my-
things that are in society. A lot of things that are in society now will not be in society in even 5 years from now because of the intensity, or even in 2 years, because as those children grow, they're faster at recognition, and they are rejecting gigantic things in society that were not being rejected even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
So
what I said. When my
they're
2-year-old great nephew can
hitting.
kick my ass at Bubble Pop, we got a problem. You know, like,
Chris,
No, we
That
don't
was
have
mine.
a problem. You have a problem.
okay,
You need to get faster.
I
Like,
know, right?
Brent, no, but like,
No, but it's also leaving people behind because the older generations, okay, if you think about like everybody has that one person in their family who's older who doesn't understand technology, so they're constantly going to like you or your kids or your grandkids or whatever and going, all right, I blocked myself out of this again. How do I open this? Or what do you mean by password and which password goes to what? Like that kind of stuff. Okay? So we also have
Exactly.
the generation that didn't come up in technology. Not the type of technology we have now, anyways, that are kind of actually being left behind by it because they don't understand enough of it and recognize enough of it from a young enough age to be able to keep up with people that have had it their entire.
but we are also in another transition age where, like, us kids from the 90s, we were in a transition age where we were beyond the technology of our time.
Mm-hmm.
We are, again, at that stage where, like you mentioned, every device has a calculator on it.
Mm-hmm.
Fran, if you need to solve a math problem, what do you do?
Well, if it's complicated in any
phone.
way, shape, or form, I grab my phone and I'm like,
You use the calculator on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Whereas, what would John do, Kayla?
He'd just
Hey,
ask
Gemini.
his watch.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. He'd just ask it. He'd be like, "Hey, yo,
Yes.
what's the answer to this?"
Fran, they are at the age now where the things on their device, half of them are inconsequential. They do not use them.
Yeah, that is true. Like the actual apps themselves aren't used by that generation as much as, like, honestly, voice to text, like all of the AI systems that they can just go, Siri, tell me, or whatever. Like you said, Gemini.
Like, what really
any of
bothers
those
me
ones.
is when my kids looked at a T9 phone. For those of you that don't remember, it's just the 0 through 9s on. So your phone didn't have a touchscreen; it just had the 0 through 9 buttons. And they looked at me and said, "You guys used to freaking type with this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And actually, people like your Uncle Kenny
Really
were
fast.
faster with this
There was
than
speed
you
typing,
are
yeah.
with the QWERTY keyboard.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Well, okay, so
I
but
bet that didn't go over
in
well.
this, the problem is that as technology advances, we really honestly are kind of dumbing down society at the same time, because you no longer have to know these things. You no longer have to take the classes to learn it. As long as you can talk into your damn phone, you know the answers to them. So you're not studying.
They're taking Aretha Franklin out of things.
Yes.
May I think.
Well, and that in itself is leaving people behind, because, I mean, it's one of the biggest commercials that we have, and that hundreds of companies have used it, where it says an old person gets on his phone and says, "Hey Google, show me my grandson Facebook."
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't know who the fuck he's talking about. Friend.
Grasshopper.
Not enough is programmed into it.
Right.
Yeah, like it but the thing
Crosstalk, sorry.
We are getting to the point where our devices will be able to give them that information.
Well, and
that's why we're already cybernetic in a sense.
Yeah.
Well, and the problem too is that, like, and schools are really having a problem with this. Is you can write your essay in 5 minutes just by giving the AI a prompt. Like, you no longer actually have to understand the structure of an essay or anything else. You can just say, I want a narrative essay that's 5 paragraphs that has this, 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 and this in it, and it'll write it for you.
Yeah.
But now also we have the universities that are trying to counter that by spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to find AI that will then go through that,
tell you whether it's human or whether it's AI.
Whatever program they used to counter it, to counter it if they can.
Well, and I mean, like, even artists. Okay, so we have solely AI music now. You can listen to full albums that are AI created. And, like, that kind of stuff.
We have AI actresses.
Yeah, and they're pumping them out. They're pumping them out,
But we all, like, I will...
Yeah, they're pumping them out.
Congratulate the universities and schools. Like, John's school that he was attending had a professor that, in his classroom, if you brought your phone into class, you failed this class. If you brought a smartwatch into his class, you failed the class. Everything was pen and paper. And he didn't give homework. All essays were to be written in class. But he gave you ample time to do it. He had a set of encyclopedias at the side of the classroom that were up to date. Friend.
Well, really, if you think about it, that's pretty much the only way that you're making sure that this person understands the material versus is just regurgitating shit that they've read.
Yeah.
Well, side note, didn't something come out recently, like a paper where they said, like, in the next 5-10 years, cursive is going to be like the new Morse code or something like that?
Yeah, it already is.
Because kids won't be able to know what it is anymore because they're not even teaching it anymore in schools.
Well, and the problem with that, and I've said this from the beginning, the problem with that is most of our founding documents, most of our Constitution, our everything, is written in cursive. So when
it'll take historians.
Yes. So when we completely take away the ability to read the actual written Constitution, they could say it says whatever the hell they want to, because nobody's going to be able to tell them differently. Like, we're dumbing down society on a level that's ridiculous.
Well, like, John got a graduation card from his grandma and my mom, and he actually had to take it back to her because she wrote a very, like, half of the card, she wrote a very heartfelt message into it. and he had to have her read it to him because he had no idea what it said.
Because it was in cursive.
It was in
'Cause it was
cursive.
in cursive, and my mom has the cleanest handwriting of anyone I know. So, like, Tanner thought one birthday he got the wrong card. He thought he opened up a card and he thought it wasn't his.
Because Aunt Jeep had written
He couldn't
Tanner on
read-
the front
yeah.
of it
He couldn't read his own
in
name.
cursive.
Friend,
Wow.
like, it is just, and no one else's name is like his in those months.
No.
So,
No. But, I mean, if it would be like me writing something in a completely different language and expecting you to understand what it meant. Like, if you have never seen those letters written that way, you're not going to know that that's an R, that that's an X, that that's a... You're just not.
Not cryptology. What the heck is it called? Where it's in ancient writings, trying to get the name of it.
You're close. It's like
It's not
cryptology.
hieroglyphs, but
Ciphers, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, but
Say that?
she's right. Like there is, it's very close to.
yeah, it'll all come down to folks who deal with history and ancient
Languages.
archaeology, Nikki. Yeah, ancient languages, and I know the name of it. See, that's what I'm talking about with targeting. Yes, thank you.
That yeah.
I was looking at
Cryptids.
Cleoform and I'm like, no, that's wrong.
But-
Oh, cryptography.
well,
Sorry,
but,
yes.
like here's the thing.
It's
Yeah.
close to salsa.
Right.
We already have apps like Google Translate that will translate different languages.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and when that
If we
stops
ever-
being able to do that,
It already can't.
Yeah, it translates wrong.
Then you got
very,
the
very wrong.
earphones that translate what the people are saying when they get the nails done.
Well,
yeah,
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing. Languages like that you're talking about, because most nail salons, I'm not trying to.
Filipinos.
They are
Stuff like that,
Filipinos
yeah.
or they are Asian. Like
Uh-huh.
Asian.
they are very good at doing that kind of stuff. Right?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
The
Okay.
artwork that they create is fucking amazing. But their languages are very heavily based off emotion
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
body language.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
English
So
is
is
not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can have a totally heartfelt conversation with somebody in a monotone and non-expressive voice. But
yeah. ETs do it all the time. Sorry.
But
Sorry.
like the
Sorry, Kayla.
Japanese culture, the Chinese culture, you can't do that.
no, because the expression is half of the language. Okay, just like sign language. Okay? A person that speaks in sign, like you can make the signs and just do it like monotone wise, but they're not going to get the meaning of it in the same way as somebody who's expressive with their signs.
I don't know. I know one piece of sign language, and I'm pretty sure everyone gets it when I show them.
That's not even... Okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
that one's universal.
Yeah.
I just got
Yeah,
realized
but
as an
then-
oddball thing to
But
say,
then
but I
you've
just
got to work out whether they're speaking in US sign language or Auslan sign language.
Or
Yeah.
Spanish.
Oh,
So
shit.
there's different, there's
Yeah. So
there's
between...
different. So they're doing the one that you were talking about. Yeah, that could be something completely different in another language,
Mhm.
even in sign language.
So there's ASL, which is American Sign Language,
sign
but there's
language, yeah.
also SSL, which is Spanish Sign Language. Each of the different areas have different
Yep.
signs
Oh,
for the
jeez,
different...
I didn't even know
Is
that.
Yeah.
there
That's
German sign
right.
language?
Yes, yes, there is.
That would be very angry. Like,
Oh, I don't think so. We
Now,
gotta-
some things are kind of close to each other, but some are so far
Yeah.
different that it's very...
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, like,
hard to put out. In.
Mhm.
who is it? Mila Kunitz?
Mila.
Or, sure.
Mila?
Yeah, all three of those people. She was in an interview, and she was talking about when some of her cast member or former cast members found out she was Russian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because she was
I've
talking
heard
to
this.
her, when she was talking to her parents, and
Yeah.
They all thought she was yelling and like in an argument with her parents, and they were telling each other that they loved each other. And
Yep.
I think I saw that.
I remember that interview.
Yeah.
It was a really good interview. There were a lot of things that she talked about with it.
Yeah, and like it, if you don't know the
Cultural
language, you
differences.
could take something
Yeah.
someone says,
Big
and
time.
it feels totally like the conversation feels different to you than what it
Dude,
actually is.
Even if you 100% understand the language,
Yep.
the tone that somebody has can mean something
Yep.
entirely different. Like,
Yep. Like
and
ice.
that's why with like text messages and different things like that, they get so misconstrued sometimes because let's say you're meaning to be funny about something. Well, they took it as you're just being a jackass, and then it causes all these weird riffs and everything else just because you didn't even understand why this person's mad at you when all you said was that, you know.
Is that
like,
what keeps happening?
No, so I mean, we actually got to the point with like, obviously, with texting and everything else, where we have to add the emotion to it.
Yeah.
So we either add an emoji that's like smiling and laughing, or we add the like
LOL.
LOL or something like that to make
Yeah.
sure that the
Eggplant,
person
eggplant,
understands that was straight up a joke.
No
that wasn't me being a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no miscommunication. Yeah.
Except sometimes
It's a
certain
big deal.
emojis that people put on the end of something make it more freaking confusing for me than if they would have
Yeah.
left them off in the first place. Because I'm like, okay, I found that to be funny. And then I look at the emoji and I'm like, but that emoji is crying,
Yes.
but it's not laughing.
See,
It's like
but see, I
physically
get that too.
crying, or
Well,
it's like a
You're not
mad
alone.
one.
With an
Yeah.
eggplant that's squirting.
Then
blood.
it comes down.
Right.
Yep.
Then it-
Eggplants is good.
Mhm.
It's like the story.
Well, then it comes down to oh, I forgot. Never mind. Go on.
It's like the story of the lady who had to tell her entire family that her mom just passed away, and she sends out, "Grandma just passed away. Laugh out loud," or LOL.
LOL.
And her son sends her a
Because she thought
message.
it was lots of love.
What the hell? And yeah, she thought it was lots of love for Anne.
Oh wow.
Or what was the one about the priest?
Oh,
Not priest, pastor.
oh my god. Okay, so it was that
Oh,
that
that subject
song
matter.
WAP,
Yeah.
and the kids were listening to the song, and he's like, what is this WAP, right? And they turned it off and went, oh, we didn't want you to hear that yet. It stands for worship and pray.
Worship and praise.
Yeah, worship and praise.
Oh, no.
So
Yeah,
he
right.
didn't listen to the song and played it for the entire
No, he didn't play it.
congregation, like
He
something
made
like-
an entire sermon based on it.
Yes. How even modern day music is taking this into account with the song WAP. And yeah. So yes.
Now that's a sermon I'd go to.
It's dope.
Oh, I look like a dead horse.
Mhm. Oh,
Oh
I
goodness.
can't even imagine like
That
sitting
would've
in
been-
church
oh
and
my
having
God.
to be like, oh god. And you know that half of those adults
I
walked
could.
away thinking that's what it actually meant.
I'd be sitting
Yeah,
in
and the
that
other
pew,
half would be going.
hands in the air, just waving. Praise him!
Oh
God.
gosh. Wow. I appreciated that. That was good.
Shit.
And Robert, you can't lie, you'd be sitting right beside me, arms in the air too. So would you, Dave.
I haven't heard that song, so I don't know.
I'm just thinking of the lyrics now to worship and praise. How did it function?
I'm not gonna lie, the song is kind of about worshiping and praising.
Yeah, it's
just
true.
a
About
different
certain things.
Yeah,
Dang.
do.
Yeah. So every time I have heard that like WAP song, honestly, all I can think of is the adults in like a Charlie Brown where they're like WAP WAP WAP, and I'm like,
Well, first of all, it's not WAP.
That's actually pretty funny.
It's wah 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 wah.
I know,
wah,
but
wah,
all I
wah.
hear now is wop wop wop, and I'm like, hey.
Well, I guess it's better than fat, fat, fat.
That ain't no lie, baby. Ba ba ba.
Ren. Jesus.
I know. Sorry, that was bad. Holy shit.
Ren. Yeah, I don't know where to go after that one.
Neither do I. I was gonna say
I
something.
think you
Yeah.
killed it. I think you killed it. Yeah.
Spiritual outhouse, yep. Holy shit.
Now, I know where to go. And it's straight down. But
Oh man.
that's like a check, please.
So how about that infrasound? Oh,
I think about that one for me.
This is almost as bad as the time you brought up dinosaur dildos and almost killed Robert.
Did I show you guys those hammers at Costco?
Yeah,
Yes.
you did.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I did find out those are not real.
The AI.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now, I did see they have a new one,
Yeah.
and it's dildo
Let's put it
screwdrivers.
this time. When
They're-
you really want to get screwed.
Yeah, dick
Mm.
drivers.
Mm.
Apparently Costco's coming out with a whole line. For
We've gotten her.
Nikki's gone.
She's off.
She's
done.
Like, yeah. I was about to say she's screwed, but Brad, I don't think that would help.
Not with the current. Okay.
Brad,
but is it a Phillips head?
actually, it had both Phillips and flathead, so you know, Brad, multifunctional.
I just gotta say
Yeah.
that has to make like Home Depot's rental like area a lot more
Mm.
awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And can you
Funny
imagine when they
sanitizing
start coming out
napkin.
with the power versions of these?
Mm-hmm.
It only
Then
makes
they'd
it
really
aw-
call it a
like,
family power tool.
They already have it.
I'm pretty sure most of them wouldn't be awkward until it was like a 300-pound construction worker coming out and renting one of those.
Can I get the pile driver? Okay. So anyway, speaking of
Yeah,
weird,
Dave, just
awkward,
this is usually
like,
where the
stuff-
show falls apart into just oblivion.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god.
And where Nikki can never stop laughing.
yeah, like
So I have to admit though, when the Wii came out, when the first series of the Wii came out,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I decided that I'm a genius and I'm gonna take that
You.
Wii. Well, we all kind of decided. We were a little tipsy and we were laughing about something one night. And anyways, so if you made a sex version of the Wii with different attachments
Yeah.
and like a game
oh,
called
yeah,
Kama
like, we went
Sutra.
full BDSM.
Okay, yeah. Like you have a game called Kama Sutra and it teaches you how to do these weird things. And then like every attachment is like you can add the whip. You can add the okay. You cannot tell me that would not sell out.
Oh,
Every time
You
you
can add the
swing,
boy George.
every time you swing the
I
remote,
couldn't do it at this point in time because sorry, but chips are non-existent right now.
but every time you swing the remote, Mario would go, "Owie!"
Oh jeez.
It's a me. Oh, God.
Jeez.
But the boy George attachment, you'd have to be really careful about.
The
So it's
triple X version of the Wii.
Yeah, oh my god.
But
And
like-
it's a blue pill that he takes instead of a mushroom. Look it, I got bigger.
But brother, why is it so big?
Your session has lasted
Oh, it's
longer than 4
delicious.
hours. Disconnecting.
Oh, well, that thing is the Chinese version. They'd keep it
Oh,
on
goodness.
You have been on for more than
Well,
4
thank
hours.
you,
Go
Kayla,
take a shower.
Right.
Or here in the
Oh,
States,
my
they allow
God.
you to do that forever. Jeez.
Fred.
Oh, God.
Well, thank you, Kayla and Cole. I needed that. Wow.
Gives you ideas about the future, doesn't it? No.
Hey man, have you seen the Japanese shows with the robots?
That
It's
needs to be
already there.
recorded.
Well, and I'm just saying, they could even
That
bring
was
in
good.
popular culture, and it's like the 50 Shades of Grey edition. Like,
Oh,
like,
I'm just a sweet transformer.
He's like, I got
Well,
it.
no, like I'm just thinking, like they'd have to do something with bringing back the cartridges where you have to blow into them. Fred.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my word. So many images running through my head right now.
I don't even want to get started on what you could do with the Oculus. Okay, so
Oh
Do
man.
Well,
Didn't they have
you
like
have
commercials
noisy.
already showing like
Yeah.
parody ones where it's
Kayla's kind of behind the times because they already did that.
yeah,
I'm sure
because
they did.
it's like the brothers in one room doing one form and the brothers in the other room in the other form, and it's like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Explicit content tonight.
That's why it's listed that way every week.
Only for the last 10 minutes, guys.
No,
If you don't like it, turn it off at 50. No.
We are at 8
Oh,
minutes left.
goodness.
It's 11:52. And next week, again, I don't know.
Oh, man.
Friend, yeah, I'm like running out of ideas here. I think we did ghosts last week.
How about this? How about I'm going to surprise y'all next week with a topic, and it'll be interesting.
So if Kayla wakes up for next week's show,
oh my
we'll have
God.
a new topic.
One time, I overslept and didn't wake up. And I was here, but only for the last 10 minutes. Which is perfect because, that's what we talk about in the
That's
last
the best
10
bit.
minutes. Yeah, exactly. I got one random dick joke in and something about an alien. It was great.
Those were good. Oh.
All right, Nikki, where can we find Restore Belief?
Restore Belief with Nikki is on YouTube. I am also on
Pornhub.
Spotify and
No. She lost
Rumble.
it. Rumble.
You almost said Bumble.
Yeah, Kayla's been waiting for me to say that.
Apple crumble.
You can find me on Bumble.
I'm also on Facebook, facebook.com/Nikki NIKKI .Jacobs JACOBS .376. Email is restorebelief2022 at oh my God, no, it's not.
Yahoo.
No.
I was like, when the fuck did
I was
we
like,
still have
at Yahoo.
Yahoo?
What?
Thank you, Robert.
It's all that technology.
At AOL.
gmail.com.
Sorry.
Is that even around anymore?
No.
So that's twice today that I embarrassed myself. Oh dear. Anyway, that's
So
where I can be found.
MySpace.
Check me out
I
on
don't know if I've
MySpace,
got an account
guys.
Are you still friends with Tom?
He's my only friend.
That's sad, Kayla.
He says he's lonely. God.
Oh man.
Robert, any word from Mother Nikki?
Not recently, no.
Okay.
And they're on holidays, on school holidays down there at the moment, so
Again?
probably won't be back. Yeah,
How many holidays
yeah,
you guys
every
get?
couple of months. They're on holidays from 11th of November till the 25th or 26th of January, first off. Then there's another one about 3 months after that for Easter. Then 3 months after that for the winter.
July.
And yeah, about that time. And then a couple of weeks for that, for holidays. Then 3 more weeks or 3 more months, and another set of holidays, and 3 months after that, back to Christmas.
Wow.
And it's like you guys actually want to hang out with your kids down there. That's cool.
Well, I was surprised when the one guy that I know in somewhere over there, he's on holiday. He's on the summer holidays now he's one of the people that does the kitchen type stuff for one of the knowledge places.
Library.
No, it's actually a campus. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have students in there from different regions, different cultures, and he's still on holiday from that.
Okay.
For the summer holiday.
Rock on.
Wow.
Brand. And where can they find you if they're just looking for you?
If they're just looking for me, you can look on Facebook, pay me. Kidding. Just under Robert White or Borg202 on Facebook.
Okay.
That's how they find me.
And I did warn Dave not to give his
And
address out when I asked him this. Dave, where can they find your feet finder?
They can find me on MySpace, hung like a 5-year-old. I haven't been on that site for about 20 years, but should be interesting in this day and age.
Well, at least you're bigger than the president.
Glad to see your profile hasn't changed. Friend. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, you can find the S4 Paranormal Bunker here on YouTube. Friend, do not forget to like and subscribe to us. Do not forget to like and subscribe to Nikki's channel here at Restore Belief with Nikki Jacobs.
And I'm just going to say, because he completely skipped me, I guess you don't need to find me. So just don't.
No.
I am.
No,
Okay.
right.
Thanks for that. Thanks for leaving me out.
You notice nobody responded to you in the chat there? Yeah, shut
I know.
Fred, but
You're just gonna hate.
Fred, you can also find us on Spotify. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Fred, and then anywhere you listen to podcasts. Yeah, anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. We are live here on YouTube every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you join us. Fran, thank you for listening, as always, to the S4 Paranormal Bunker. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Ciao. Arrivederci. Something tinkle.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.